Hey, this is Amy Finley from Knitting Help, here to show you some very cool color work technique that I employ in this unity pattern. This is the hat that I'm working on, and this same motif and techniques are used in the sweaters. So we are using Intarsia for each colored figure, only one strand of yarn per figure, spanning across the legs and underarms in typical stranding style for between the outer edges of this figure. And then we are also incorporating colors stranding for the main color in the background. So this, instead of having individual strands of yarn for each section, which is classic Intarsia method, we are carrying this main color yarn all the way across the back. So there's only one color, one strand of yarn for that as well. So as you can see, there's not that many strands of yarn going on back here, all things considered. It's actually what I'm doing is I'm interlocking the motif strand with the adjacent motif strand. And even though there's a gap and you have to span the gap, color stranded main color is worked, you just span across it. And as you can see, here are the motif colors interlocked as you would for Intarsia, just a little further away from the figure itself. And tucked underneath it all is the background color being worked. So I'll show you how it's done. So I've come to the end. This is the last stitch in the main color, or in the motif color. So I can ignore it for a few stitches while I work the background. And as with any color stranding, you want to make sure any of these strands are not pulled too tight across. You want to leave them ample room to span. You know, the dark gray is being spanned over here, and we don't want to pull it too tight so it doesn't cinch the color work. And now here we have the Intarsia strands. So as with any Intarsia, I'm picking up the new strand that I'm about to work with from underneath the old strand I just worked with, that I'm interlocking it with. So coming from the right and beneath, I'm grabbing that strand and putting it, in this case, in my left hand, because I'm about to knit continental style with it. And that's it. And you can see they're nicely interlocked, and that I can now knit with them. So couple of stitches with this, and then I'm back to my main color. Yeah, and that's it. You can see that as long as they have something to pull against, that keeps the yarn coming. The yarn will always need to approach from the right in order to give you a nice stitch and not have a gap. If for any reason the yarn is sort of down here, approaching from down here or from the left, you'll have a big gap. So just keep that in mind, and this method will solve that problem for you, so you don't really need to think about it. And one last thing, actually, I'll show you. When you come to the end of the row, you'll see there's no other motif for this yarn to interlock against. So, well, this is, yeah, if I were to work this color again, what I would do is to just do a yarn cross at the end of the row before I work the first stitch on the return. You can just interlock it there. I just draped it above that strand, and now I can work it back, and it's locked in and coming from the right so that it can be worked on the returned row. And that's it. Hope you enjoy this pattern and this fun technique. And I'll make the link available down in the description for anybody who wants to knit Unity with me. Thanks a lot.